Hello students, good afternoon to everyone. In the last two lectures we have studied four logical connectives, disjunction or conjunction and negation, not, if then, and if and only if. So you are already familiar with these five logical connectives, and you know how to find the truth values also. Now in this table there are two component statements P and Q, and all the five logical connectives which we studied so far. And this is the joint table. Now, how many columns are here? 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. First five columns you know how to find. Remaining also you can find. Now, when you find all these values, you have to copy this table in your notebook and then you have to complete it. All the other values I have not written. I have written only truth values in the first row. Remaining values you have to write on your own, and at the same time you have to verify that P and Q, or P or Q is same as Q or P. P and Q is same as Q and P. This is what is called equivalence. That part we are going to study uh, next time. All these values can be written here. What I have written here can be verified with the help of truth table. That part we are going to study in the subsequent lectures. Now in the next part there are three component statements. Here in the first table we have two component statements. In the second part, and as there are only two component statements, there are four values, four rows. There are four possibilities. In the next table there are three component statements P, Q and R. Here we have a negation of P, P and Q, P or Q. That is the second one. Third one is P and Q. Then P implies Q, and next P if and only Q. But here there are not four rows. Here there are 8 rows, because P has two values, Q has two values, and R has two values. Every component statement is either T or F, and therefore the total number of possibilities is 2 into 2 into 2, or 2 cube is equal to 8. So this table has 8 rows. Other values also can be found in the same manner. We can have some more values, and all these values can be found with the help of earlier tables which we studied in the last lectures. Now we are going to study what is called statement pattern or proposition. It is a combination of two or more simple statements and one or more logical connectives. So there could be two component statements or three component statements and two or more logical connectives. Out of five logical connectives, we can have two or more logical connectives at a time. So such a compound statement is called a statement pattern, or it is called a proposition. Now this statement pattern, it could be a tautology. There are three types of statement pattern. It is either a tautology or a contradiction or a contingency. And there two or more statements patterns may be equivalent or not. And this can be studied with the help of truth table. So in the next slide we are going to study truth table for a statement pattern. Now it is a table, so it has rows and columns. Rows and columns means, how do we decide rows and columns, number of rows and number of columns? truth table for a statement pattern. Now first let us see what is meant by truth table for a statement pattern. Statement pattern means it contains simple statements, two or more simple statements which are called components or component statements or prime statements. So there could be two or more component statements, and at the same time there could be two or more logical connectives, a combination of these. So we have to find a table which shows the possible truth values of statement pattern. So we have to find number of rows and then number of columns. Every time we have to decide number of rows and number of columns. Now to find the number of rows, to find the number of rows, we consider all possible combinations of truth values of its component statements. So there could be either two component statements or there could be three component statements in our course. So if there are two component statements, then what are the different possibilities for truth values that we have already know, that it could be TT, TF, FT or FF. So there are four possibilities. So the table will have four rows in that case. If there are three component statements, the table will have eight rows, because every component statement will have two possible values, either T and F. So total number of possibilities in this case is 2 into 2 into 2 or 2 cube is equal to 8. Now to decide number of columns in the truth table, we have to consider number of logical connectives and number of component statements. So by adding number of logical connectives to number of component statement, we can decide that number of columns in the truth table. For example, if the statement pattern contains m logical connectives and n component statements called statements or prime then the truth table will have m plus n columns. And logical connectives, as far as possible, should be considered in this order: first negation, then or, that is disjunction, then conjunction, and then if, then implication, and then biconditional if and only if. So in the next slide we find truth table. Now you know how to find truth table. So by using the rule of preparing truth table, now we find truth table for this statement pattern. This is the given statement pattern: Q implies P, or negation of P if and only if Q. First, number of component statements. Number of component statements is 2. There are only two component statement, one is P and the other is Q. And now start counting the number of logical connectives starting from left to right. So in the first bracket we have one logical connective, then there is middle one or, and in the second bracket we have two logical connectives, not and if and only if. Thus there are four logical connectives and two component statements. Hence there are four rows, 2 square 4 rows, and number of columns will be equal to 2 plus 4. 2 is the number of component statement plus number of logical connectives. So total is 6. So the table will have 6 rows and 4 columns. That is what is shown here. Now the order of the truth values of P and Q should not be changed as far as possible. Otherwise you may get wrong values in the last column. So to avoid that, do not change the sequence of the truth values of P and Q. So this is the table. First column P, second column Q, negation of Q, negation of third column, negation of P, Q implies P, negation of P if and only if Q, and then the final column, last column is the truth value of the given statement pattern. And here in this case we see that all the last values, all the truth values in the last column are equal and each is equal to t. So this is a special statement pattern which is called a tautology. So in the next slide we now define tautology. So statement pattern whose truth value is always t is called a tautology. So it is a compound statement whose truth value is t irrespective of the its component statements. So we denote tautology by t. Small t is used to denote tautology t. Truth value is t, that is capital T, and tautology is denoted by small t. So this is the truth table for this statement pattern. In the last column all the values are t, and therefore this is a tautology. This statement pattern is a tautology. Now here in the truth table we can have three possibilities: all t, all f, or some may be t and some truth values may be false. So depending upon this we have three types of statement pattern. One is tautology, the other one is contradiction, and the third is contingency. So in the next slide we study contradiction. So it is a statement pattern in which truth value is always f irrespective of the truth values of the prime statements, and we denote contradiction by small c. So this is the statement pattern which is a contradiction. Number of logical connectives is 3 and number of prime components is 2, and hence the table has 5 columns, 3 plus 2 and 4 rows, and as all the values in the last column is f, the statement pattern is called a contradiction. Then in the next slide we have a statement pattern which is neither a tautology nor a contradiction, and we call it contingency. So this is the table which shows the truth table of this given statement pattern. Now here how many component statements we have? 3 component statements P, Q and R. So table will have 8 rows. Then how many columns? Number of component statements is 3, and number of logical connectives, implication and another implication, so 3. So total number of columns is equal to 3 plus 3 is 6. So that is the last column. Last column shows truth values of the given statement pattern, and here we see that it is neither a tautology nor a contradiction, as there are t and f both, and therefore it is called a contingency. So contingency is a statement pattern whose truth values are not same. All are not t and all are not f. So these are the 3 types of statement pattern. Every statement pattern, it could be a tautology, a contradiction or a contingency. Now this is the activity. Here 3 statement patterns are given and you have to decide whether it is a tautology, a contradiction, or a contingency by using truth table. So every time you have to prepare a truth table, and then you have to check the values in the last column corresponding to the given statement pattern, and you have to solve some additional examples given in your textbook. Science students exercise 1.2 question numbers 1 and 3, and commerce student exercise 1.6 question number 1, question number 2, question number 3, question number 4, and question number 5. These are the exercises in which some examples are not given as in activity, because those examples are based on equivalence of a logical statement. So that part we are going to study next time.